So in today's video, I will be doing a detailed video on how I cook my collard greens. Now I have some turkey wings that I already washed off really good, so I'm just going to fill my pot up with water and I'm going to allow these to boil for a couple of hours. And while those are boiling, I'm going to prepare these greens that I picked up. And these are some organic collard greens. This is my first time purchasing these. It's my first time actually seeing these, but I'm gonna cut these up and get these all prepared to go. So I don't know about you guys, but I like to cut the stem off of my greens. I leave just a little bit on there at the bottom, but for the most part, I cut most of the stem off. Then I like to just cut it up into little small fine pieces, not too big. That's just my preference. And everybody does their greens different. You know, some people like to chop theirs up. I've seen some people just pick it off of the stem. I mean, there's no one way of picking them, but this is my way. So now that I'm done picking all my greens, I cleaned my sink out really good. Like I took the stoppers out and made sure I cleaned those. Really cleaned it really good. So everything is nice and sanitized and ready to go. I put some water in my sink, and this is some cool water. And then I'm just going to add my greens, and then I added some salt and some vinegar to that. And then I allowed my greens to soak in that water for about 30 minutes. And then I came back and I started rinsing them off. And you guys, when I tell you I rinse these greens off, I don't know how many times. I just want to make sure that my greens are nice and clean. There's nothing like some dirty greens. You can see the dirt, you can taste the dirt in your mouth, and we don't want that over here. So I just made sure my greens were really clean. So now that my turkey wings are done, I'm going to take all the meat off the bone and add it back into my pot. And then once I'm done adding all my meat back to the pot, I'm going to add some chicken broth to that pot. And then I added some onions and some fresh garlic to that as well. And then I will show you the seasonings that I use also. So I added some red pepper flakes as well as some Knorr chicken seasoning. And this is all that I use to season up my greens. I added the greens in and I turned the heat down on medium. And I allowed these to cook for about 3 hours until they were tender. And I actually just allowed these to cool off to be frozen. So this will be our greens for Thanksgiving. I have to figure out ways to make things easier for me. Working the day before Thanksgiving, it's really hard to get off and try to cook everything at one time. So I'm all about making my life easier. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video and that you find ways to make your life easier as well. And as always, guys, thanks for watching and be blessed.